Hello and welcome back to Let's Replay Mystery Case Files The Malgrave Incident. I'm MCFPapa and this is part number 4. Last part we started investigating the spooky cemetery. In memoriam, here lies the Honorable James Weaver, Mayor, Founding Father, Loving Husband. Died in 1945, sheesh. Old fella. It's a bit funny how, despite it supposed to be in a doom and gloom graveyard, there's still a nice rainbow even here in the sky. Then we just casually walk over opened coffins who have been unearthed.
You're standing near the location of perhaps the world's greatest discovery. Even I underestimated what this island was holding deep within its fertile lands. What I unearthed here was a triumph of will over nature itself.
Sketch of Malgrave's mining operation. So this is where he made his discovery. Yep. But need the step. All that just for a pocket watch. Kinda weird they give you so many pocket watches at the start. I don't think I've missed a tiara yet. Or a teddy bear. But they haven't had any of those to find yet. And there's the place when it was nice and sunny, peaceful rest. Not anymore.
Let us leave the dead in peace. Need I remind you of the dust in my Sarah? Let's continue our quest, shall we?
So the first 2 gears are well hidden and safely placed, but the third one I fear may be encased. Someone has penned a rather pedestrian verse emphasizing well, safely, and encased. Such riveting commentary from the master detective. Boy. Anyway, we got the ticket now. Up. I hit up on the D-pad instead of down. And see, that's funny though. You see the nice young Winston here, and then you see the old, like, Karl Marx looking Winston in that photo.
I imagine you're enthralled by all I've gifted to this island, but I must remind you, Detective, delay jeopardizes our mission. Do hurry.
Okay, I'll hurry. Sheesh. If he wants to be so impatient, he can go around to all these locations himself. Yeah, there's the tiara. Now, how the heck would that even happen? Like, that must be someone hung the seat there. I refuse to believe the tree grew and managed to snake one of its branches around the seat. I don't know, maybe the dust caused it to grow super fast and it was able to do that. $8 o'clock. I found a rather whimsically hung piano. I wonder if it's in tune. How do I get it down? And what happens at 8? Ooh, yeah, 2 hidden object scenes in this one location. They're really stepping things up, aren't they? See, I guess with this one, they can have a lot more weirder items because they're meant to be like props for plays and that. So there's actually a reason why there would be so much junk scattered about here. Because it's just old like props and that they just dumped here in case they would ever need them again. Because I doubt a theater company on an old isolated island is really gonna have much access to purchase new props. You know, one thing I will say that could have been a bit better is there could have been more variety in the music. It's like, see here, it's just playing the same song over and over again. You know, just a shame considering, like, the Return to Ravenhurst, Dire Grove, 13th Skull, they had, what, like 10 or more different music tracks for playing in the background? And there's a crystal ball here, but it's not the ball of fate, as you can see by it being cracked and broken. You know? Not a real, proper ball to see into the future with. Aha! Now that's a pretty well hidden thing, because I expected like the axe itself to be not part of the background but an item you can find, but I guess maybe it is part of the background and so the chess piece was hidden on top of it. Alright, well, I guess let's go right into the next hidden object scene. But at least, even though there are two right next to each other, they do look quite a bit different. Like, see, this one's a dressing room, while the other one was the storage room. Oh yeah, there's MCF badge. Even. Oh yeah, there are actual bundles of items in this game. I forgot about that. You know, it's just weird because, you know, none of the other Big Fish PC games around the time had bundles of items. It was all just the one singular item for the 12 items you find. Ooh, a letter V I found. Does that mean Victor Dalamar was on the island? I don't know. Oh, I bet all three of the rings are... Yep. So I guess even though they are bundles, it's not too hard to find them since they're all pretty much next to each other. Alright, now, I was gonna say, how the heck could a rock be hard for me to find? Yeah. I think that one stumped me one other time, too. A stupid heart that's made out of, like, nail polish or whatever. Aw. Can't release the rope because I don't have the rope release button. Couldn't just, like, find a knife and saw through the rope or anything. No. But anyway, got enough dust. Now we can fill this up. And look, it's harder now, because there's 2 rings. Oh yeah, wasn't there something where you gotta, like, do it like this almost? I think... Yeah, that's it. I mean, I get what they're going for with this dust flowing through the pipe cutscene, but I wish they did a bit more to make them different when they're all basically the same sort of animation of the dust flowing through and then a new light lights up. go way up here. Now the whole thing opens to reveal a hidden passageway.
Ah, another precise delivery. I applaud your progress, Detective.
Rebecca was here. Really? No journal written about that? That seems strange. And I know it's just because they didn't want to make it tedious, but like, I love how climbing up and down ladders like is so absurdly fast. There's no way a human could really do it. Like, even if the master detective was like sliding down the ends of the ladders, he would like burn a hole through his gloves from the friction. Like, I get these sort of postcards too, like artwork of the water works or whatever, but like, they're probably the most ugly ones in the game. Like, I much preferred the other sort of things. To do, pay rent, to do laundry, buy. What are you gonna buy? I don't know. I guess just buy, period. You know, whoever wrote that has too much money in their pockets. They gotta get rid of it. Ooh, that little keyhole, that's from all the way back in Ravenhurst it was used. So I guess this game did use some stock images, but it feels like a lot more of them were like uniquely made for this game. You know, like this hard hat doesn't look like a stock image real hard hat JPEG they put into the game. It looks like it's its own separate thing. Oh boy. Now that was a well hidden M. Sheesh. I assume that implies that this was like Winston Malgrave's personal leather jacket down here. I don't know. I mean, we got one of the gears, or vowels, but we need another. Oh, right over here. Probably should have gone here first. Oh yeah. Have the peace. Well, let's get out of the noisy room. Sheesh, it's loud in there, man. And let's go back. I think the piece comes out here in the spillway, doesn't it? Yeah. And now the water's flowing out of the grate. Isn't that nice? Well, that'll do it for this part. So like and subscribe if you want. I'll see you next time when we go on across the bridge finally. So see you then.